Hi, this is Jennifer and Kim, and this is Laugh, Cry, Rage, Repeat. Today we're talking about back to school. For special needs families, heading back to school can come with excitement and relief, but also anxiety, preparation, new teachers, new routines, and a whole lot of hoping that the people on the other side of those school doors will really get to know our kids. Because sometimes getting them ready for school takes a whole lot more than a new backpack and a pair of shoes. Are you ready to laugh, cry, rage, repeat? Hey.
I am not ready for back to school. Are you? I mean, like,
Mentally,
yeah, like
emotionally,
none
stuff. Thankfully, one thing I appreciate about the teacher we have is
we don't have to buy the stuff every
we
year.
don't,
They just
and they
keep
just keep
it
it there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
lovely.
I love that this year the list came back with all the things crossed off.
Yes, I noticed that. I'm like,
Because
oh,
my
check.
kid,
I love a check.
I just kept buying the school supplies, and then when my son graduated, I was like, "Whoa! I got a lot of pencil crayons."
Yeah,
And like 4 cases of pencils
yeah.
came back. I was like, "Okay."
I just had 2 things highlighted. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
like
what
it was
I need.
like
Okay.
Kleenex,
Yes.
and I don't know,
Yeah, the
probably
stuff they all-
Lysol wipes. or something.
Probably. You can never have too many.
You can
Lysol
never have
wipes and
too
Kleenex.
too much Kleenex.
Got to sanitize those kids. They're dirty. They're always dirty, those kids.
They're dirty and
Faces,
gross.
hands, always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Mm-hmm.
And most parents are like, I can't wait till my kids go back to school. But when your kids don't like school,
Yeah.
it's just so much stress.
I hear you. I love my kids being gone all day.
I do love that. I do love that.
So I look forward to that part. But the mornings, I don't enjoy the mornings at all.
No.
And
No.
I'm not going to appreciate anyone saying find the joy in the morning,
No.
because it's not going to happen.
No. When your kid hates school, mornings are rough. I don't even mind. Actually, you know what? Lots of parents complain about packing lunches. I'm a lunch pro, so like that's not even the thing I care
What
about.
are your go-to lunches?
Like I pack them usually the night before.
Yeah.
And like whatever's
Yeah.
left over from supper, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
us
And I
too.
don't care if my kid eats it or not. Like they're going to be fine. Right? Like, and I put, I do these nice little whatever those are called, those little snack boxes.
Bento boxes?
Yeah, the bento boxes with fruit and little cut up veggies and lots of veggies and fruit and crackers, and then probably one little sweet like I bake. So
Yeah.
oh, I forgot I baked you cookies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, my son takes leftovers. He eats everything cold. And so it's easy. Actually, I have a story. Back in, I want to say it was like kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2, really early grades. I would pack, leftovers from the night before, and off to school he'd go, and he'd eat them at lunch. And one lunch, he had a little meltdown, and it was rice, and it went everywhere. And I got taken aside after school there, and it was requested that I never pack rice again.
Oh,
Because they had to pick each piece up out of the carpet.
give me a break.
And
I packed
He hasn't had
glass
rice since.
containers because we thought they were microwaving, and so we
Oh.
were against like BPA's going into and microplastics going into their food.
that's a heavy lunchbox.
Yeah, but then it broke because the kid threw it, and then they're
yeah.
like, "Do not pack
Yeah.
glass." And I was like, "But the microwave." And then I realized they don't have a microwave, and they weren't
No.
microwaving anyway, and they were eating everything cold, and my kids didn't care. So now I just don't have to heat
Yep.
anything up. I do heat up stuff if I put it in a thermos, though. Like I sent a thermos with lentils or something.
My son doesn't like anything hot, so
It's easy.
if I heat it up, he's
You
not going
want
to eat
some
it.
cold pierogies? Great.
Yep. Cold butter and onions on those pierogies? Yep.
Some rando lunch that you're not going to eat? There you go.
There you go. Okay, speaking of lunches, I've got some more stories about this one.
School lunches.
So we pack that lunch, and then we lock it up. It goes in lockup. Because he will eat it at night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
So-
I like we had to train. We basically had a social story about don't eat your lunch, and no one
Yeah.
else can eat the lunch.
Yeah.
Don't
It's-
eat the lunch.
Don't eat the lunch. So it goes in the fridge in the office, gets locked up, and we only unlock that office in the morning, pack it up. You don't even get to see what's in it anymore. But he decided that last year he started telling his teachers and the EAs that he didn't bring a lunch. he forgot it. It's not there. So he would have to go to the cafeteria or whatever that.
Smart kid.
Yeah, and he would get lunch. So they would get a card and then
Yeah, we had to put money on these
yep,
cards.
Yeah.
I never got the money back. Oh, whatever.
I think once they have a card, it's on that card.
Wait, I don't have
I
the
don't
card.
know.
Whatever.
So, or he would take his debit card for days. I'd be like, okay, well, maybe just take your debit card for the days you forget that lunch. And then he was very tap happy. Tap, tap, tap. Here's a cookie. Here's a pop. I'm going to go tap that for a bag of candy. And so then we're like, you're having way too much candy here. Like, no, this is for you forget your lunch one day. He doesn't forget his lunch because it's me that puts it in his backpack. And so we had like this meeting with the teachers and the EA, and they're like, no, like he's forgetting his lunch. I'm like, no, it's there. He's taking it out of his lunchbox and he's hiding it in pockets. So then when you look at his lunchbox, it's empty. But guys, it's there.
Yeah.
It's squished in pockets.
Gross.
Don't let this kid fool you.
No, these kids
he's not eating it on the
like,
bus.
you know, they don't have the best cognition. They can't do math. They can't do certain things. They can't really talk very clearly, but they can figure out the hidden curriculum
Yep.
sometimes. And that I know
Good liar.
my kids too.
I don't have a lunch.
have a
Oh,
lunch.
I better go get some chicken and
Yeah, my kid got a
Whatever.
little bit obsessed
Fries.
with the cafeteria lunches. And like they would be things that he didn't even eat, but I didn't know there was like also like a big buffet.
Oh.
And there was pop and other things that they could buy. I thought you had to have whatever was on the menu. You know, like
Yeah.
they'd have really interesting, like they'd have
Okay.
like a pasta or whatever
Yeah.
it was. And he'd make sure I had to check the menu every Monday. And
This
he
is
wasn't
new
eating.
information.
What? The menu?
The buffet.
There's a salad bar. There's a whole salad bar.
Because he's eating a salad. No, he's having cookies and pop.
Yeah, he's having the cookies. And I think if they work at the cafeteria, I think they get
They
cookies.
get a treat, yeah. Yeah,
Those-
they do. Like, oh, you're so helpful and adorable. Have an extra cookie.
Yeah,
And a
exactly.
pop.
Yeah.
Go home and be crazy for mom and dad. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
school.
Yep, he come home with like 3 cookies, and then I'm like, "Can I have a cookie?"
Every time they came with
Aw.
cookies, I'd take those cookies.
Swipe. Oh yeah, these need to go in the freezer for another day
Yeah.
in mom's stomach.
Hey, one
Yum.
thing we don't really have to do is back to school clothes.
True.
They don't
True.
care.
They do not. No.
No. But I found, like, I mean, I always did want to get my kids, you know, a nice little outfit for the
For
first day,
photos?
especially when they're little. Yeah, or for photos, right?
Mhm.
But like they don't want tags, and it was really hard to find clothes that they could, when they were potty training, like that they couldn't have snaps, and they couldn't have buttons, and they couldn't, you know, like we had some fine motor issues. So finding clothes, Velcro shoes, right?
Oh,
Like when they
you
got
know,
adults and they still couldn't tie their shoes.
I'm thankful. It seems to be the last few years that those slip-on Skechers
Oh yeah.
are everywhere. Even at Costco, got to stock up on
Yeah,
those shoes.
but guess
They're
what?
great.
We had AFOs, those the things, the foot plates. We had foot plates
Okay.
in our kids' shoes, like they're called AFOs. They're
Okay. Yeah. I'm listening.
orthotics. They had
Sure.
orthotics, and we couldn't use Skechers. And they were the only
Oh.
shoe that had these stretchy things or Velcro or whatever.
Yeah.
And we had to have a really sturdy shoe that when you tapped the back of it, it didn't wobble, and it couldn't have any foam in it. Good luck.
Oh.
Good luck when you have kids with
So expensive shoes for you.
expensive shoes, and they had to have ties. So we had those like twirly little like elastic. We'd buy special little elastic
Yep.
band thingies.
Yeah, let's talk about all the special like tie things for shoes.
Yeah,
I've tried so many.
I tried so many. We even bought ones that had like those backpack pulls. You know those where you,
Yes.
like we tried those.
Yep.
We tried the ones that you clip together. They
Yes.
broke everything. My kids chewed them up, and they would be flat all of a sudden.
Ours just broke. Yeah.
I don't want a brand drop, but the
No.
best one was these Salmon. Is that what it's called?
I have no
Solomon.
idea.
Solomon.
Okay.
Solomon. It's a hiking brand.
Yeah.
And they made these really good ones where you just pulled them.
Yes, those two.
Those were good.
Yep.
But we had to replace them and order them in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was some that we got that came in a cute little tin. The shoelaces didn't, they didn't last long. But those tins, I still have them.
Yeah.
They're great.
I finally just bought my kids Blundstones, and they're so expensive. They're like, I think they're like
I don't even know what that
$280
is,
a
but
pair.
sure.
They're those boots, with the pull tags. They're like really
Okay.
high leather,
Oh, the popular ones?
the popular ones.
Mm.
And they're like $280. Honestly, they were the best investment because they
Mm.
didn't wear out.
Okay.
Blundstones.
How long do they last?
Oh, years.
Okay.
Years and years. And
So
they're the
worth
best.
it.
It is
Yeah.
worth it.
And you can get the orthotics in them.
You can get orthotics in them. And you can get different wide ones, tall ones, different ones.
And they
yeah.
look a little classy, do they?
And they're classy.
Can they run in them? Oh, no, you don't want them to run.
Well, yeah, you're right. I hike in them. They're not very good for winter, but you can get ones with grip, a rubber grip. Yep.
My son wears his runners in winter now. He is done with boots
Yeah.
and rubber boots.
Yep.
And
No more
done.
boots.
So he had camp this week, and it
Oh,
said
it
to
said you
pack-
had to bring rubber boots.
Yep. Nope. I was like, okay, so I guess we'll just pack an extra pair of shoes, and
Yeah.
oh
figure
well,
out what.
'cause
Yeah.
he's not gonna wear them.
They're not going to wear those rubber
Nope.
boots. No.
He went off to like the second camp.
I know.
So
you're
he's home
so
for the weekend.
lucky.
I know. I am.
Did he love the first camp?
He did. He really loved it. So it was a 2-hour drive. So he took his phone to kill some time in the car there. And I don't know, it's like every 5 minutes. What's your passcode? For what? Amazon. I don't know. I don't remember my passcodes. Mom, what's the passcode for Netflix? I don't know. Every 5 minutes for 2 hours. It's not working. Passcode for
Like
Nintendo.
he wanted to.
I
he's
don't
like,
know.
I got to download some
Yeah.
stuff here.
And
I'm
like,
getting ready.
okay, I'm going to change the settings for you. Now try. No. And then I find out that he's also texting my husband because I'm not responding fast enough. So now I'm getting my husband texting me and what's the passcode for this? And I'm like, he's also texting me. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't have to drive him out.
I did not drive him out.
That's amazing.
And then because I was
That was probably just some anxiety too, like anxiety
and boredom,
Yeah.
probably. But
This
he
has
gets
nothing to
there.
do with
I'm
back to
watching.
school.
No, it's
We're way off
not.
topic.
I'm watching. He's arrived. I'm like, okay, you've arrived. That's great. Turn off your phone now.
Okay, back to school.
Back to school.
What helped you? What was good? What were the lessons you learned, like after the first couple of years, that helped you get more ready for school?
Good question. I would say that, that lunch the night before and locking it up. Prepping just to be like, okay, we're going to be going to school in 2 weeks. In 1 week, we're going to stop by for a visit to meet everybody. That was huge for us.
Yeah.
That
We had pictures, social stories, like they would send ahead of time with like, what the class looked like. But if you
Yep.
could go there,
Yeah,
that's big.
if you can work that into your IP, IEP, PPP, whatever your personal plan, like we were maybe there for 15 minutes, and it was just a quick, this is your classroom, this is your teacher, and then he would be off to see all the other classrooms, who's the teacher in those, and he needed to say hi, and then we were done and out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that first day, he was excited, he was ready, he knew where he was going to be. So it just eliminates that anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so much easier.
I remember we also would go to the playground and play at the playground for like a week, every day the week leading up to it, just to get used to like, what do we do at the playground and what can we do at
Right.
recess?
So we would always be there because we
was
went to the
close to you,
school
yeah.
in our neighborhood, so they're quite used to that. That does say, so I remember you discussing the last podcast about when you go to school in your neighborhood, you get to know the people.
Yeah.
And that's important.
It's super good.
And yeah,
It's not always, it's rarely the case for people with special needs
Mhm.
because not every school would have a special program
yeah.
or they wouldn't have the supports, and so they get bussed off.
Yeah.
They ride the short bus. Remember the
The
book?
sh-
My baby
yeah.
rides the short
The
bus.
short bus.
Yeah, or taxis.
Yep.
Mhm.
I would say, yeah, my son only started taking the bus when we went to high school because there's just not one close to us that had the programs for him. And we were very specific about what high school we wanted.
You
Yeah.
know, one of the things that
Oh, and that's how I met you. So yay.
Yay! One of the things that my son So my older son had a good EA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to blame the EA, but it is sometimes a
Make
make
a break,
or
a
break.
break.
Make or
Yep.
break. Okay, so my older son had an EA who actually thought he was smarter than we thought. Like
Mm-hmm.
believed in him so strongly
Mm-hmm.
that she was like, you wouldn't believe, like, this kid's not reading, and she's like, he can read. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
can he? But so he did really well, and also he had so much anxiety and fear that I think that helped him not be a runner or escape, or like, he
Yeah.
just kind of complied because he was so nervous about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the younger one had just, yeah, I'm on my own agenda, and that was an issue. But one of the things, because we went to the community school, all of a sudden, I think it was grade two or grade three, he just decided he was going to walk to school on his own. Because we had
Oh.
hired people for before and after school to walk him
Mhm.
to school and get him ready. And
Okay.
because we have to work and,
Yep.
he decided he was going to go on his own. And if that is so stressful for parents, right?
Mhm.
When a kid decides to take a leap. And it wasn't us, it was his decision.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to follow his lead. Well, do you know that we had paid someone to follow him to school.
That
We
doesn't
followed
surprise
him
me
to
at all.
school for, I'm going to say, weeks. And we also told everyone in the community, and we would get phone calls. I saw your kid walking, and I pulled over, and he looked like he was okay. He looked like he was just going to school. Like, people were
Mhm.
watching.
Wow.
And that is another benefit of having your kid go, advocating for your kid to go to the community school,
Mm-hmm.
because that was huge. And I think that built his confidence. He felt
Mhm.
like, he's being independent. And I think it was so good.
Yeah.
So I was really proud. Whereas my other son got kicked out on the bus.
Mm,
He never walked to school.
no.
Yeah.
Buses. I actually,
You and I are the paratransit.
I actually
We're
drove
spitting on the
my
floor.
son to school many times.
Mm-hmm.
One, it's really cold here. Two, I couldn't get him to walk a block, 2 blocks. And there were days where we would drive and he'd be screaming in there, and we'd pull up and he'd start throwing clothes on the sidewalk and spitting, and there'd be like just a full meltdown on the sidewalk. And I'm just like, just a few feet, just get inside the fence and I'm going to run away.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Yeah.
one thing about once you get them on the bus, you're like,
They're
not my
gone."
problem.
Back to school. Good times.
Some kids are excited to go back to school because
Mhm.
not every kid has an exciting summer and
Mhm.
exciting programs, or they don't like, their programs or whatever. So some kids are so excited to go back to school. But what if you have a kid who's dreading going back to school, like mine? How can you, first of all, tell that your kid is worried? Like, what are some signs? And I'm going to tell you that my kids, a week before going back to school, and also about 2 weeks before like the school's ended,
Mhm.
the stress levels go up. Like, we
Mhm.
are having all sorts of behavior stuff
Mhm.
come out, and it's weird. So how
It's
can you
normal for you.
tell? It's normal for me. Yeah.
Ours starts with lots of questions. And grouchy, just moody and
Yeah. We start hearing the word school, and we start hearing, there's the problem. There's the problem.
it's not on the map.
That's school. That's strange. That school's not on my map. There's a problem. Yes. Obsessively. And also every day, constantly checking in. I stay with mom. I stay with mom. I stay home. I stay home. Tomorrow, I stay home. I stay home. Like, constantly. And it's ramping up right now.
And then how many more weeks is it?
Yeah, how many weeks?
3?
Yeah, exactly.
We keep our son pretty, like, the busiest is the summer for him. I think we're less busy when school starts. And so he's not really thinking about it yet. But the week before school is when he'll start to think about it and start asking questions. And I'll be able to answer some of those questions. I won't be able to answer the other, but it'll be every day, multiple questions. And
Yeah. Who's going to be there? Was it?
yep.
Yeah.
I think he's at the crossroad of he likes school, but he's also done with school.
They're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it'll be an interesting year, I think.
One cool thing is that I just realized the benefit of it is programming. So you know how like we try to program our kids, especially when you work, you have to have a babysitter. Not It's not a babysitter. You have to have someone with your kid, right? Just like parents who have kids with little kids, they can go to day care, or they
Yep.
can go to, they parents put their kids in camps to try to have something for them to do. But for our kids, it's the same. Like, it's like that never ends, where they just get to stay home and look after them, or they get a job, right? Like, we're still trying to find 7 hours, 8 hours a day of
Yeah.
care and transportation for them. So that's one thing, is like, oh, finally, like, there's no school, or school's
So there's
back.
school, yeah.
Yeah. But right before school, like, camps never go right till the day of school.
Nope.
So,
And they don't start right after school.
and there's so many days off. There's so many like professional development days and
Yep.
days where you have to find someone anyway. It's like you're constantly hiring staff
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Yeah. So it's like, I'm starting to think about that. Like, what are we going to
What-
do for
yeah.
those days? And what are,
Do you have to take it off? Does your husband have to take
Yeah.
it off? Will you be able
How
to
many
find
holidays
someone?
do
Will
I
they
have?
cancel?
yeah. Will they quit?
Yeah. Yeah.
But, oh yeah, so I was going to say, the benefit of day program is it's every day, except for stats, which is so great. There's
That
no
is
professional
great.
development days. There's no shutting down. Like all summer,
Yes.
every day.
Every day.
So I'm actually excited to be done school, so that maybe they can be a day program, and
as
I
long
don't
as
have
they get into the day program.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm excited
Just
for.
and
I'm putting it
selfishly
out there.
because I don't want
If
him home all
your
day.
name, if you work at big plug, you're getting a fruit basket from me next week. So, like, let's talk about prep, right? What do you
Okay.
need? What do you need?
Emails to teachers, setting up meetings,
Yeah.
making sure you have all that medical information.
Oh, the forms.
Yes, medication forms, behavior plans, safety plans,
Yeah.
transportation arrangements. I'm already thinking about the transportation arrangements I have to make for when we go away in September
Yep.
and how that's going to work. Yep. Visual schedules, social stories. I think you talked about social stories.
Yep.
And I don't know what the technical term for this is, but assistive devices for speaking.
Oh, yeah.
Is that updated with all the stuff you did this summer?
Yep.
Yeah. Sensory equipment.
I always
or
do-
like
oh, sorry.
fidgets.
You're
Yeah,
doing-
I'm doing a rapid
You're
fire
doing
list
rapid
here.
fire list. Okay, go ahead.
Extra clothes, you got to pack those. They got to be labeled. Make sure you got your labels. Toileting supplies. You know, like when they're afraid to go swimming and they need their shampoo and deodorant and all that stuff.
You send shampoo?
Don't you?
My kids don't wash their hair. No.
Mine likes to have it, but I don't think he washes his hair either.
Okay.
He probably doesn't even use the deodorant
I don't even
or
send a
brush his
comb.
teeth. No, my son never combs his
I
hair.
don't send deodorant.
No.
No.
Emergency contacts. Quickly go over that IEP or PPP
Yeah.
or EP. And then there's like the things you have to think about, like explaining triggers. If you have the same teacher, then they should know.
But things change over the summer. Like, we've had a huge change of behavior after our incident. So we're going to have to
Yes, yeah.
update everything.
So then you need to
We have
explain
different
calming
meds.
strategies, different meds, yeah. What certain behaviors actually mean. Because my son makes this one gesture and I always have to explain it. Oh, he's excited. He likes that. That's what that means. It's like a hand fidgety thing. You have to explain those.
Every year, I email, regardless of whether they read it or not, I email the Fragile X tips for teachers and the
Ooh.
curriculum. It's on the
Nice.
National Fragile X website.
So Smith-McGinnis syndrome also has one of those.
Yeah, email it.
And yeah, I
And
should
say,
emailed it.
please forward this to all of your educational assistants.
Have them read it. And could you
And
give me
can you
pointers
please let
backwards
me
so that I
know-
know you've read it?
Can you please let me know once you've read it? And if you have any questions, I'm happy to come and meet with you and do a whole lesson.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
We bought the little book and it got lost twice and then we just gave up. It's supposed
Like
to be in
the-
his file.
The book about I've made
The Smith-McGinnis
binders and
teachers.
sent binders,
Yep.
and they have everything in the
I
binder.
don't think they read it. I think they're like, "Thanks, Mom."
You know what? I've been doing the last, I'm going to say 10 years. I make a PowerPoint presentation, really nice one, of what we did in the summer, of all the pictures of the summer and all the things that the little things that they could read.
Yeah.
And then we practice the PowerPoint.
Okay.
And then I send it to the teacher and say, The boys would like to present to the class
Wow.
their summer activities. Also,
And
because
you make fun of me for my lists.
every year, and they're good actually. Every year, um, they're always like, "What did you do this summer?" Guaranteed, my kids are going to say
Nothing.
nothing,
Yeah.
nothing.
I watch TV.
Yeah. Did you go camping? No.
No.
Did you do that? No.
No. I did nothing fun.
yeah.
I sat on my couch and watched TV all day.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you didn't.
Or they don't remember. So the visuals and the pictures of
Yeah.
their summer, and they've been really proud to share them, and the teachers seem to like them. So that's what
Good
I do.
idea.
I don't know if my kids are presenting, but they get excited and they know that I've made it and we've gone over it and that
Yeah.
they're going to share it. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah. That's a really good idea. I like that.
I can
Tip and trick.
and you know what? There's really good PowerPoint templates where they're really easy, where you just drag and drop things and
Yeah.
write the little things, and it's pretty easy.
That's a really good one. I like that.
Yep.
How here's a question. How do you explain your child to someone who's never met them without reducing your child to a list of problems?
Oh, well, so I don't know if you've ever heard of MAPS.
Nope.
Or it's kind of like a profile system. So every year we do, it's like, I think they do them for the abilities place their
I have
kids
no
do.
idea what you're talking
But
about. So I
you
need
basically
to
have
break it down for me,
okay,
Kim.
so you have a photo of your kid,
Yeah.
and it's like strength. It's all those things that we have to fill out. Like what are their hopes and dreams, and what are their strengths? And, it's like
called
things like that.
maps.
Well, it's sort of like that, but it's like where you put a photo of your child.
I don't like.
Yeah.
This is my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
When I'm stressed, it looks like
Yes.
I feel, I need to have a quiet space. And if
Mm-hmm.
you send it in a duotang with the picture on the front, and you notify the teacher that this needs to be available at the school, I think that's really key, because it's strength based.
Yeah.
So when you're thinking about what they like to do, when I feel happy, I like to.
Yes.
When I have free time, these are the things I like to do. Like, I didn't know my kid was doing puzzles at school. And I thought only one of my kids was doing, but never does puzzles at home, ever. At school, that's all they want to do is puzzles. So I was like,
That's why they don't want to do them at home.
that would be that's a good communication, though, to
Yeah.
have, to be like, this kid's interested in puzzles. One time, the teacher, halfway or even 3/4 of the year, through the year, the teacher was like, I don't really have any toys. Like, and I realized that your son really likes to play with toys. I'm like, you don't have toys? Like, I can send,
Because it's a school, Kim.
like, these kids have the cognition of a 5-year-old. They love toys. They're watching Paw Patrol, right? They need toys. So when they have free time, what do they like to do? Like, my kid likes to play with
Yeah.
toys. So let's send some toys to school.
Nice.
Yeah, so I did actually have toys. And then I sent this one that was like, I don't want this back ever, But he played with it at school because it's the one toy.
Yeah.
And then she sent it back. I was like, no, I don't want this toy back. But donate some toys.
How do you feel about substitute teachers?
Sometimes when there's a substitute teacher and I know, I'll just say stay home,
Yeah.
because it's going to be a disaster.
Tell me about field trips, Kim.
Okay, field trips are fun, and it gives a break for some kids who need it. And there's some kids who you have to do all of this planning that we're talking about, this transitional planning about in 2 weeks, we're going to do this. This is what it looks like. Take pictures, have social stories, get them excited for it.
Yep.
And it's a lot of extra prep to go on a field trip
Sure is.
properly
Yep.
and make sure it's safe, right? And so if you're just going to do a rando field trip in the middle of the week just to do it, don't do it, because it's so much anxiety. Keep it the same teachers, unless you're willing to do the prep.
Yeah.
Do I like field trips? Yes. Do I hate field trips? Yes. I love them and I hate them.
I was thinking here, because you told me a story once a while ago, and so I'm curious about like fire alarms and drills. What happens? How do you feel about those? I often don't know about them.
So on our IEP, we actually, I think we have this on the IEP, because they have to then track it. But we have some severe anxiety about fire drills. and what are those called? Lockdown drills.
Lockdowns or something. Yeah.
And the teachers typically, I think they know they have to do so many in a year, and the teachers know when they're going to have them, but sometimes they only get notification that day or an hour before, or, because they're supposed to be able to prepare and be ready for it when they don't know about it.
Yeah.
But and I know that our teachers are advocating to get to be able to know, because they've got kids in wheelchairs and they've got it's a pretty big deal. So, I don't actually think it's helpful for special needs kids to have fire drills. I think it's good for them to know safety, but at school, it's stressful. It's really stressful. So when there's a fire drill, honestly, the teacher calls me and I pick up my kid.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So if there's an actual fire, do you think your kid would know what to do?
There was an actual one. Well, there was a one, because kids vape in the bathroom and they set the fire alarm off all the time. And so those ones, that's why they just get their anxiety. My kid talks about fire drills all the time.
Out of fear.
No fire drill. If I start saying, yeah, it's back to school, that will be part of the conversation. No fire drill. No fire drill.
Really?
They'll start obsessing over fire drills. Yep. Got to do some more social stories, I guess, about fire drills. Do I like fire drills? No.
Nope. I find that my kid I'll hear that they had an amazing day, but then they get home and he loses it.
Meltdown. Yep. They've held it together.
Yep.
As a teacher, I remember so many times where the parents would pick up the kid and you'd be like, all of a sudden they would transform into this other beast. I'd be like, who are you? Yeah, that happens. Yeah. Hey, what do you think about school photos? Do you ever get a good school photo?
We've done some retakes, yeah. They're usually pretty good.
They're okay.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Mine are bad usually. I buy them anyway.
Of course. I'm often like, your hair, could someone
could somebody just fix
for you? You got ketchup on your face. Did someone not see that?
You have 10 kids.
I gotta send these to people. Come on.
These are my Christmas gift for the auntie, okay?
Fix the hair. It's like that one strand hanging here.
Yeah.
I find that, so I hate phone calls and texts. I think I have a bit of when it's school time and
you're in a meeting and you
get a ding and you're
text.
Like, oh no,
it's the teacher.
Please no. It's never good. Quite often it's, how was his sleep?
Yeah. Something is happening.
It's pretty standard. Yeah.
What is going on? I often find they say they're sick. Yeah, because
liars.
They're liars.
They're trying to
baseball. They're trying to get out of something.
My kid wants to come home and watch baseball. It's
like, you're there. You're the teacher. Do they have a fever? Are they throwing up? Or are they bleeding out? Or is there a bone broken? Then they can come home.
I think my son, if he needs to go to the bathroom, quite often he'll be like, my tummy hurts. I don't feel good. And then he can really play it up. And the teacher will be like, yeah, no, I think he's sick. And I'm like, okay, we're coming to get him. We get home and he's like,
he just has to have a big
poop. Nintendo. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll go sit on the toilet and play.
It's like every
Nintendo.
Parent should just know when a kid comes up to, if a teacher is a parent, they should know. If a kid comes up to you and says, my tummy hurts, you send them to the bathroom to poop. That's what happens.
Yep.
Teachers, if you're listening and you don't have kids, this is a public service announcement. If a child comes up to you with a stomachache, send them to the bathroom to poop. If they say, I don't have to poop, you say, just try. If they say, I don't want to, you say, yes, go to the bathroom, sit on the toilet, and you got 5 minutes. You just try.
I also think, circling back to our last episode, mentally preparing to have to advocate for your kids for the school year.
Yeah.
Just know when to push, know when to pick your battles, document everything, emails.
And setting some boundaries with the communication and setting some expectations for the communication. I think that's really important
Yeah. Agreed.
because you need to know what's going on, and you also don't need to know what's going on.
Yes.
You need to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You need to know when to walk away and know when to run.
Good job. I like that.
Yeah, info for teachers too. I think that all behavior has meaning. And I'll give you a really
Yes.
good story actually.
So
So
yeah,
last
you haven't
week,
had many stories this episode, Kim. What's going on here? Give me a story.
I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized from I'm a teacher, and I'm like, I hate back to school. When I was a teacher, my behavior was really erratic right before I had to go back to, and my husband would be like, "All right, it's
How many weeks?
teachers in September." Okay, so last week, my son was sick, and he hasn't been sick for he hasn't been getting sick. He's not sick often. So he was getting sick, and he started asking me to read him Dora the Explorer books. And it was one about Humpty Dumpty. And he kept talking about Humpty Dumpty, Mom. And he never wants me to read Dora books. Like, he only wants me to read Diary of a Wimpy Kid. So I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, he's like, read it, Mom, read it. And it was like, Humpty Dumpty fell, and the story of Humpty Dumpty, and he's cracked up, and he's they got to put him back together. I was like, yeah, that happens to Humpty, falls off the wall, and and I'm trying to have a conversation, but I realized he kept asking me he kept talking about Humpty Dumpty, because Humpty Dumpty was sad and he was sick, and he was all cracked up, and so that behavior, even just that little shift of like, read me a Dora book, when you're like, that's weird, I haven't read Dora books for years, was a trigger. Like, it was like, oh, that I should pay attention to that. And then, obviously he didn't want to be sick because he loves his day program. So he didn't even want to stay home, but he knew that he needed some help. Like the people in the Dora book that were helping Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
So it's like, all these little things that they do, that they start acting weird, or like he started like laughing maniacally and like pointing at his brother and being like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And you're like, this is really weird. And he had a fever. So, and he ended up with an ear infection.
Yeah.
And it was just like really weird behavior for a couple days. And that was it. So all behavior has meaning.
Yes, agreed.
Yes. So you really have to ask yourself, what is this for? Like, what is actually the root of this behavior? Because I can guarantee you 80% of the time, it's not what you think it is.
Yeah, because that meltdown isn't a tantrum.
Humpty
There's something
Dumpty
behind it.
didn't have an ear infection in my story when I learned about it. But in my son's story, ear infection, his head's cracking open. For parents with younger children, like I mean, you're so much more involved and you want to know everything. And as you get older, like, you just have to realize what battles to pick and what battles to leave.
Yeah,
Because
agreed.
the teachers are doing their best.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing their best that they
Yes.
can in the moment that they can do it.
Yes, agreed.
And sometimes when they need a break, that their best isn't very good. But they're doing the best that they can. And you have
Yes.
to remember that.
Yeah.
99% of people want to do a good job.
Yeah.
If they're not doing a good job, it's the reason is they don't know what's expected of them in the job and how to do the good job. So you can help.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be one of those like know-it-all helicopter parents that tries to tell the teacher how to teach. Don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
I just want the teachers, to get to know my super cool kid.
Yeah, you definitely want a teacher to like your kid. Yeah. If the teacher likes your kid, that's all you need.
Yep. I think they'll have a much better year if, they're laughing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I actually went to a meeting and the EA told me that they didn't like one of my kids, but they liked the other one.
Oh.
I was like,
Wow. Thank you for sharing,
thanks.
EA.
Thanks for being really honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds really hurtful, actually.
Well, It was honesty. And it was like, well, then why don't you work with the one you like? And then,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I think that if I could say one thing to parents that don't have special needs kids, it would be to have the conversation with those kids that there are other kids out there that are different. Everyone's different. And to make the choice to choose kindness and inclusion, and disability isn't scary. I think when you don't talk about it and you're not around it, that that kids that can see it as something scary,
Yeah.
and removing that stigma.
I also think parents who don't have kids with special needs need to have a conversation. You're right, a conversation with their kids. But also, I'm going to tell you that if your kid is missing out on a lot of life lessons with if you let them not include people with special needs. If you allow them, say, well, you don't want to play with that kid because they're weird, your kid is now missing out on serious life lessons, and it's your kid who's missing out. And as a parent, you're missing out on life if you don't get to know people with special needs, because they are awesome and they are really make life way more exciting.
Yeah.
So those not including kids into classrooms that have not including them in activities, it's not as good. Way more life lessons than what it's more important than math or science. It's kindness, learning how they're going to learn how to be more resilient. They're going to learn how to have better social skills, communication, all the things that you need for a job. If you work with people with special needs and you become your kid becomes a best buddy, or they become, just even a chance to work at a camp or with a kid with a disability, your kid's going to be a better kid. Yep. The siblings who have brothers and sisters with disabilities, they are amazing people. Your kid is way, way more amazing because they have a sibling with a disability.
Yeah.
They are patient, resilient. It's true. I think there's research on it.
Tips and tricks.
Well, you already started with
visit the school before classes begin if you can. Yeah. That starts the year before. You've got to prep for that the year before. Yep. Walk your school route if you can, or drive the bus route if you can. If you know the bus route.
Yep. Yeah. Point out all the things on the way. Yep. Photographs of staff.
Yep.
And social stories. Our teachers do that at the school we go to. They send a little social story with the pictures and who the new EAs are, because the staff changes all the time.
I don't think I get
you know
one
what?
of those.
That would be a good communication for the staff. Let us know when the EAs change, because you and I, we like to do a little gifties for the teachers.
It's good to know the names and how.
It's good to know who's
properly spell that name.
When you're like Miss B, Miss A, Miss O, Miss.
Just one letter for you.
EA.
Hope it gets to the right person.
Yeah, exactly.
Visual schedule. We mentioned that. Countdown calendar. Yep. We like to check off each day on the calendar.
Also, I would say at least a week, maybe more, start getting up at the proper time. Train that circadian rhythm.
Oh, because we already have that down.
Okay, you guys do. But in the summertime for us, you let them sleep in a bed, or they stay up a little later. Just start getting up at the time that you need. So train that rhythm, because it takes a while. I'm sorry. It's important for other people. Okay.
I guess along those lines, then you've got to adjust that bedtime if.
Yep.
We don't have that problem either, but yeah.
You got to adjust the bedtime and make sure they're waking up. Yep.
Pack sensory items.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess you could even pack that backpack and go through it with your kids so they know what's in there.
I always, right before the school year, I would order a case of Chewies.
Yeah.
Send
Make sure you got enough
10.
for a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely keep I like for us, we like to keep that month, that first week, super
The
quiet.
month?
It's like September, just quieter.
Oh, the first month.
For that first week, maybe the little second week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
don't-
really work if you're a teacher.
No.
As a
probably not.
parent, that
Yeah.
doesn't work. But yeah, that's a good idea. You know what?
Expect-
My kid's birthday is the first day of school.
Is it?
Poor kid.
So now you got to plan a birthday.
But I planned that as a teacher. I was like, well, then that's when my mat leave could start.
Oh, that was some good planning on your part.
There was some good planning. Yes.
Well done.
Yeah. But I think like because you're going to expect that dysregulation, right?
Mhm.
And all
Yep.
of those behaviors are going to come with that new
Yep.
transition.
Yep.
So
Just
yeah,
kind of
don't
expect it.
plan
Nope.
don't plan big birthday
Mhm.
party.
Yeah, Kim.
Okay.
You're planning that party. Don't do it.
Don't overschedule that September.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Just give yourself time.
Mhm.
And everyone's just so different. So sometimes you got to try one thing and then another thing and then start all over and try an entirely different thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing for teachers is often they'll be like, oh, that didn't work. And then they keep changing like how they approach things. Like I think if you find like a plan, like if for teachers, it really consistency is the best.
Mm-hmm.
And our kids and all the students will adapt eventually to that, whatever that
Right.
is. So I think consistency is key, right? Like especially with like lunches and like the timing and like being a type A, which I'm the opposite of a type A.
It's true, guys.
But I have transformed. I'm trying to transform myself still into having type A behaviors like lists and organization.
Mhm.
That's not who I am.
No.
No, you know me. I'm a little chaotic.
I'm agreeing. You're not type A.
I'm not a type A.
Not at all. No.
No.
Back to school can bring excitement, fear, relief, pride, and sometimes absolute chaos. But underneath all of it, I think we're hoping for something pretty simple. That our kids are safe, understood, included, and surrounded by people who take the time to really know them. So to the teachers and EAs, get to know our super cool kids. Listen wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us at laughcryragerepeat.com. Share your story, ask your questions.